Good morning. My name's Kim. Welcome to my channel, Mirror Tarot. I hope you're doing well. Now then, we're gonna get into it. They told me to jump right in, so thank you for clicking on this video. And this will be a channeled message for you, for your highest good. And while we're at it, let's release karma for the highest good of the entire collective consciousness. That's your tacky people, your squirrely ones, yeah. I trust this message has found you at the perfect time. Oh no. Trying to pop my ear. I know. Again, I trust you found this message at the most profound time. And I really appreciate you. And I welcome you. And I thank you so very much for being in this moment. And as always, collective, I love you so, so much. And I am so very proud of you. I know, isn't that a lot going on in there? What a ton. Yeah. And the captive man, oh my goodness. Oh, I know. This is a late night reading. I haven't done one of these in a long time. So I'm in my pajamas. Oh, like you could tell the difference. I always wear a t-shirt, so I live in t-shirts. But the old t-shirt, old favorite soft, comfortable t-shirt, so you get something to drink, something to refresh you. You get all cozy in there. Now then, this love captive. Someone goes, I got myself a man. Yeah. I shouldn't have had the damn window open. That freaking juniper tree is gonna be. I hate that juniper tree. It's wintertime. It snowed. Pollen. It's still got pollen. It's still a pain in the. Anyway. This love takes your breath away. You finesse your gentle touch. It can convey empathy, compassion, and understanding. Isn't that wonderful? So let's put your channeled message into context so it stays relevant and timely. Now then. That means if it's just you and your own skin, you're there for yourself, showing up for yourself, but this is, I am here for you because you are here for me. This is, you got someone, someone to connect with. So they're fond of you without the need to speak out loud or at all. Body language, eye contact. That close emotional connection builds to make the relationship more resilient. And you have the courage to not do things in your love life that drains you. That captive man is also in the fairy realm. Ooh. Some of you are balls deep in the fairy realm. It's a wonderful place for you. You've gone through an awful lot there. They're very accepting of you, but they've either got a feminine or a masculine that you have a captive man is having a fairy lover. And they don't process emotions the same way. They feed off our energies and energies of love, but it's the ambivalence that there's no consistent. 1 minute, humans are fickle. and again, they can seem like they are narcissistic. So it's not ideal to have, even if it's a fairy. Now think about it. They can be pretty, emotionally, they can be very possessive of a human. So you're more like a like a pet. It's not the same dynamic that we as humans do. Think about it, Peter Pan and Tinkerbell. He's a human. He's a captive man. Peter Pan is a captive man. It's a fairy enchantment that he won't grow up. Well, he grew up enough as a human being. He was taken, I think he went to go play with the fairies and his mother locked the window, was the original version of Peter Pan. So he got to Never Never Land as one of the lost boys to who? Tinkerbell. Fell in love with him. They're infinite. He does age. And she was jealous of Wendy, darling. She was possessive of Peter Pan. Another good one would be Tom Lynn. Gloomy was the night and eerie was the way. And Janet, a lady in her green mantle, to Miles Cross she did go. With the holy water she passed the campus round to the Queen of Fairies, to the fairy court, came riding over the bower. And Tam Lin, she was told to ignore all the other horses with riders, but there would be a brown horse, and that she was to pull the rider down, and that would be Tam Lin, so that they could escape from the Queen of Fairies being a fairy lover. At the end, Peter Pan goes back to Never Never Land with drops the lost boys off so that the darlings can adopt all those lost boys. He went back to Never Never Land with Tinkerbell. Peter Pan is a captive man. It's very romantic to think that you want to be favored by a fairy lover. But it's hard on you. You're finite. They don't process human emotions. They don't like fear. They know that love and fear can't exist. Love will leave, pack its little bags up in the old kid bag and go. So, I know they told me to jump in on this one, because between 3 and 4 in the morning, I go play with both of the Froud Fairy decks at the same time, and the Captive Man for the Fairy is release. It's a form of captivity. I told you in yesterday's reading, a heartless love. Now, we got the captive man. Someone either has a fairy commitment. Now that's fun to have a fairy commitment, but because how humans are, we go further than a fairy can. And they can't alchemize, they can't process. Humans are feckless. We are not stable. You're straddling both worlds. A fairy woman, usually it's a fairy queen, like in Tamlin, have notoriously desired, and this is what it is. You think it's you generating this new. They've notoriously desired human males for companionship. And they're fairies. So they're not very particular about how, as a fairy lover, would go about getting what it is that the fairy wants from you. Kind of like you become a pet, like a pet rock. So in releasing a thought or a literal person is what this means from captivity on all levels. Some of you just need to give the connection. Oh, I need my space. No, the people don't need the space. The connection does. You can sit in the same room and give the connection space. But when someone says, I would like my space, then the other person freaks the feck out because they think they mean they want to break up with them. That's not what that means. Now, that right there, do you see how human beings do when we're both human beings? Why would you bring a fairy lover in? And your fairy lover needs some space, you're going to think you're breaking up with them? Hey, your fairy lover can do stuff to you that a human, you think it's hard to suffer through. A human go through life with donkey ears. Or like Lushmore, you get a extra hump that's so heavy that you're crushed under it because you pissed some lovely old lady fairies that were singing a song and having the time of their life, and they were making everything go. And then Lushmore comes in there and says, dee dee dee, and wrecked the whole rhythm of the song and he infringed on their play. He was a drag, so they punished him. You think a human can punish you? A fairy lover will. At the end of Tom Lynn, she's like, first she's cursing Janet for outsmarting her by a mere girl. Well, that mere girl was pregnant. She had some skin in the game and then some. But that Queen of Fairies was, had I known, I would have, the day I met Tamlin, I would have turned his heart to stone, and I would have taken out his eyes, and they thought it would be real funny as a prank. Yeah, to pluck out his little eye bones and stick them in the branches of a rubber tree, because fairies are funny that way. It's a real thing. It's a ballad. It's a very well-known ballad, Tamlin. So, I'm telling you, the captive man. And some of that could mean, like yesterday's, to a degree, the same thing as the heartless love. You figured out that it's not meant to be, and that you are going to be the responsible one and let your butt nut off easy. You're going to get them off the hook easy by saying, you say potato, I say potato, we're going to call the whole thing off. I don't care if you want to be with me. No, I'm not doing it anymore. Don't have to. So the captive man is someone forcing or isolating you or taking up all your time. Got it? Now then, let's get to these little babies here. No, I love this. Now in a second, I'm going to do your blessings. That'll be an open read. Many subjects, a lot of stuff this morning. Like this. Look at that throat chakra. Woo-wee! Very strong, your voice. Your voice. Use it. It'll help your wishes come true. To a bright new beginning. And you're the star. Four of Wands. Celebration as a group. Committed to humanity. Being a human. Not a perfect one. Because you're not perfect, you accept faults and all and shamelessly love yourself. 100% warts and all. Your chakras are in alignment. You magnetized your soul and you're taking action on it. So you go from the Knight of Cups almost overnight to becoming the king. Taking action on these offers of love, like love, yeah. But passions, things you like to do, your creativity and such. Hold on now. I know. So, I can't help it. I still have a head cold. I hope you're doing well, and you come in here, you show up for yourself, and you show up for me. You come in here and show me a kindness. You make me so damn happy now. Before we do begin, if you want to support the channel or you just want to say thanks, well, now's a fabulous time. You can hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share your video on the socials, or drop a comment with your thoughts. Any and all of that helps the channel big time. Now then, what is it? I'm coming to you from... Yeah, I think we joined the United States in 1916, 17-ish. Under Clyde Tingley was our first governor. So it's life out here in the West, the Southwest, actually. The land of enchantment where it's snowing now. Right now it's a snowing and a blowing. All at the snowing and a blowing. And everyone else has a snowstorm. We get lightning. We get lightning. Which means even if it is snowing and it's spotty, we can get wildfires. Because it's all that enchantment. We're the land of enchantment. We never know what the weather's going to do. And I do live in a mythical, magical place called, strange little town called Kirky. So, on 5 Mirror Tarot, you know why we're venturing into Don't Give Effect television, because it's my channel. And my effects fell off the building, and I don't know where they went. So, we are a sassy, fierce soul family, and so we are venturing into Do Not Give Effect television on YouTube. We are family oriented, but you get the children out of the room. I mean it. I'm for people 18 and up. Permission's not granted to link or to repost this video. This video is for educational and spiritual entertainment. Because tarot, fairy oracles for entertainment purposes. This video doesn't refer to any specific person, real or imagined, and should not refer to any specific person, real or imagined, and all dimensions known and unknown as having NPD or narcissistic traits, especially to support some highfalutin allegation that the maker of this video, all I'm doing is creating a playlist for almost to 200. That the maker of this video believe or support a claim that a person, real or imagined, or the butt-nut that's in the White House losing his cotton-picking mind. I'm not a doctor. That was a joke. I'm allowed. We still have free speech. Still. And you support my own personal growth. You come in here and make me so happy. I'm forever grateful for all of you. As our soul tribe, we all ride this energy, this energetic wave, and we do it together in tandem. And this tarot fairy oracle reading is for fun. It's not for fortune telling or predictions of the narcissist or butt nut in your life. What their next move is, I just share information and let you use your discernment. But I do tap into some very dark energies that are pretty damn grim and grueling, so that I can give you the heads up as to what yours are going to be doing. But I do this as a collective consciousness, so I do look at what the whole world thinks about the game show Presidente Alcalde. Right now, he and the couch humper, Vance, right now both of them are making up the guest room for Mr. Cockup in the White House. Mr. Cockup is going to apparently be staying for a while. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. 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 Now then, this part is the open read, the mini subjects. Sometimes I'll do a sidebar and I tell off-color jokes or I sing funny songs. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of messages here for your blessings to be claimed. Claiming your blessings of abundance. Toxic Avenger gets taunted and brutally mocked by a bigger bully than they are. That's called irony. You put that little trophy up on the shelf with Goldie and Silvery and Bronzy just to get through effing life. You think at one point that life isn't supposed to be, I don't know, better. You work your effing ass off at every turn. But I told you, from the butt nut in the White House all the way trickle down economics, energy-wise, to your butt nuts in your neck of the wood, this person is learning a very painful lesson. You snapped out of it. And they have no anxiety when yelling like a screaming ninny at the top of their lungs. You're a light warrior. Some of your prayer warriors. Well, you're called into action right now, I'll say. Spirea Philippindula. Philippindula. Bride of the meadow. Why are you showing me that? Oh. Duh, Kim. Love divination. You provide comfort. You provide peace and happiness. And your psychic gifts are building. You're carrying a vibration that cheers the heart. Oh, I like that. What are you showing me? A globe. Okay. The whole globe to purify the situation. That's a blessing. Keep moving toward a challenging start, a fresh new start. Plus, there are things that want to leave your life. Sometimes you have no choice but to step forward and move through the unknown. And you're not bothered. You are not bothered. But you're tired of the toxic, low-vibe people. They were a good life lesson, but you're like, I've learned it. I don't want to go through any more of this with them. You build a love or a commitment that has integrity. Go do that. Tiny fists of fury is still screwing children and now old people, the disabled. And like I'm seeing on the world, something changed with that little gal. That they trying to gaslight us. Don't believe your eyes and your ears and what you saw. That's gaslighting. Well, it's in our DNA. Boston Tea Party vibe. We don't have to dress up like Indians to throw tea into the harbor to vent about what these miscreants are doing without representation for we the people. We're getting screwed. What it is that we do rise up. It says, and overthrow these patterns of a puppet king plan to starve our children. He is repulsive, to say the least. Still doing it. Narcissistic or not, well, That includes Tiny Fist of Fury. Not able to ever envision a more productive way of dealing with situations. He's burning the whole thing down. We adhere to the arrangements of the 3 hierarchies of angels. Thank God. Awakened angels. Protection from threatened evil. It has to stop out there. No more of this. We'd rather go with the toxic devil you know than the devil you don't know. Is a crappy plan. Don't do it. Our little GOPers, Congress critters, would rather go with the toxic devil they know than the devil they don't know. All they know that for all of his ass-grabbing techniques, economics in the crapper, they'd rather stick with you know who. They don't trust the couch humper, the vice president. They don't trust him, so they're going to go with Trumple Thin-Skin, the toxic devil they know, than the devil they don't know, and that is a crappy plan. Look, he's up to his eyeballs in all of this too. See, since they don't crack open a history book, Spiro T. Agnew was the vice president, and he was necklaced right along with, he was going to prison if Nixon did not resign. Spiro T. Agnew was going to go to was going to be indicted, and he was the vice president. This has happened before. Couch humper boy. We're all doing things our own way. Each of us is doing whatever we can do, especially over this weekend. The frequency for liberation is here. We're tired of it. It's been 10 fucking years. Your toxic person never got what asking for forgiveness truly means until you were the one who pointed it out, and it's not scary. You told them just ask for forgiveness, but they won't. They have to be stubborn and be right. Green money. Vibe to bring money to household coffers. Framework of this channeled message is pretty feckin' funny. Your angels and ancestors are literally haunting your narcissist. And they start confessing promiscuity, who they're cheating on or with, or why, or what they stole, or it all comes out. The framework of this, I feel, is this is for someone that's not toxic, though. Like a new person, either platonic or romantic, but I think it's romantic because their higher self is metaphorically, psychologically principled. And that's a turn on for you. Third parties destroyed real love before for both of you, so you know you're not going to be doing that to each other, huh? We didn't like it. Why would we? We're having fun. Why would we ever do that? You won't. Winter season is active. Toxic moody disposition, toxic irritability, toxic lack of self-control. Yeah, they're getting ready to go off. Karma is breathing down their neck. Your ambitions for your passions rules a keen mind. You know what you're doing. I have no idea. Okay, now if I'm hydrating, you need to. What does the divine need to share? How are you? How are you this morning? Do you have a head cold? I hate this. I don't like it. I don't like it. That close emotional connection builds to make the relationship more resilient, especially when life's little adversities come down the chute at you. And then you should be able to build a strong bond between two souls. Especially if you are a real twin flame or not. It's the nonverbal mind reading act. That's always fun. It's a real form of communication. It's real. It strengthens the emotional bonds. When egos are left out of it, I'm just saying, you prioritize your well-being, especially when it's difficult or difficult times. You have the courage to not do things in your love life that drain you for good or bad. You maintain healthy boundaries. You don't eat a whole lot of candy like chocolate or you puke. You're established in your professional, but especially in your personal life. Intimately, your passions are fueled, and that fuels your love life. No, I don't know. Okay. I thought it was 2. This butt nut's getting ready to try to knock you off your square. They take a dramatic and sinister turn. This is used to show so much promise. This is why some of you had a child or more with a person like this, okay? Well, you're going to triumph over whatever they're trying to pull on you. But they're going to be very disappointed that they're not going to be able to get your goat. Something turns your squirrely person's whole environment around them goes south. It turns sour. Death in the maiden. There's a very out of whack toxic relationship between you and another person. And they're acting so squirrely. It's a... Humans aren't supposed to do zoomies. Your puppy can do zoomies. Your kitten can do zoomies. But your full-grown ass human being's not supposed to do zoomies. And they won't change. They just keep doing the same things over and over again. You're beyond it. And this is what they know you're doing better off without them. They keep wanting to rekindle, but you don't. You want to rekindle and harness these vibrations with a new lover. And then you do. Very happy. And your intuition about loving each other feels really magical. Yeah. 2 of rods. But your little ex here, they can't handle that you've got a new person. And they know you're going to probably marry that person. And you're going to go on and have, and they're not. They're going to be butt nuts and be alone. Invasion, boundaries violated, dominance. They're going to try really hard to put pressure on you so that you'll break up with this new lover. You'll never get it off the ground. It can't take hold because they're always there, intruding. You're not going to allow it. No. What crosses you? You're prepared to accept your partner, Twin flame, soulmate, business partner, marriage partner, sisterhood, brotherhood, community, or maybe you're in community theater. Or it's just you and your own skin. You accept them in spite of your organic differences, if there are, and your attachment styles coincide. You're able to discern and see areas that are in urgent need of clarification, and you just do it. Just clarification. The rest of fear is rooted in fear, but not in the truth. You focus on clarity, and you face and you release these uncertainty, or they're just intrusive thoughts. Because both of you went through some crap in the past in relationships, and so you're doing really good. Something's always going to, okay, when's the other shoe going to drop? Well, if a shoe drops, you don't care. You'll deal with it. Toxic person didn't bury their crime or skeletons very well. They didn't dig deep enough to conceal their deceit, their lies. Ugh. Yeah, you miss your real lover. You do not miss these toxic butt nuts. You do not miss the dysfunction, the codependent toxicity. You don't miss it. You're taking action to go do what you love going to do, your passions. And because you're making to choose yourself, you're rewarded with very many opportunities. And one at a time, you pick the cups one at a time until you have the 8 of Cups and can walk away from all the stuff that nipped at your heels in love before, the disappointment. It was, wasn't meant to be. All that stuff can't follow you anymore. You're beyond it. You've leveled up enough that you get to actually enjoy being healed, enjoy doing this work, enjoy showing up for yourself. Enjoy those rewards and talents and skill sets and blessings that you're claiming and growing. Enjoy them. Actually enjoy them. Take the time to enjoy them. Okay. See, I'm up on a dang ladder when I do this. Well, it's the basis. Some of you spend time with your children, or maybe they're full grown ass adults, but they're really fun to be around because they're childlike. And they're delightful to you, so go do stuff with those people. Someone has a heart-to-heart talk, or you desire to have a heart-to-heart talk, and then you both discover some really delicious things about your connection to one another. Since it's some of you, it's heart-to-heart space self-talk, how you talk to yourself. Your psychic gifts will either empower and thrill you because you're using them, having fun, or they're just going to scare the wicked willy out of you until you decide you're ready to face them, take them on and use them, and get familiar and get mastery over them. That's all it is. Some of you ask for information. Some of you ask to discover exactly what you need to know going forward, using your psychic gifts without them scaring you. What fun is there in that? You weren't in alignment with the stuff that you did before. Some of it you just outgrew, old beliefs and ways of thinking. But now you're a completely different animal. You eat right. You take care of your body, your mind, your soul. You hydrate. Yeah, this is you being really nice to yourself. And then you're attracting in, your soul is attracting to you that forward momentum that pushes you forward to doing the things you're supposed to be doing instead of just these toxic idiots and all this toxicity all the time that's out in the world generated by one puke in the White House in America who's about to be exposed. You keep shining. You quit making yourself small so that other people are comfortable and you screw them. Just because your light irritates their demons doesn't give them the right to treat you like shit all the time. It's a real bitchy energy that does that to you. It's a bitchy bitch who's stuck and wanting to knock you off your square so that will balance them out because they're toxic little nits. Don't you do it. You see clearly. And you're expanding on your gifts. Do it. Have fun with them. I know. Over the next 2 weeks, hair on fire. Unchecked, your toxic one's gone bad. They went south. Will not only incinerate themselves needlessly, in doing so, your toxic person will also start a dumpster fire. Everywhere they go, things just start to set the whole bloody neighborhood on fire. Your person can be cruel. They're unreliable, faithless, feckless, and domineering. Do we know anyone like that on the world globe stage? Yeah, we do. Tiny Fist of Fury, the game show host, president, that feckless wonder. You've received a very clear sign. Don't let your own fear and attachment to hesitating keep you stuck. We all have to do whatever we can. It starts now. It starts with you put a thought in your head that we are going to stand for humanity and that they're out of control and that has to stop now. We're setting boundaries with the biggest narcissist in the whole wide world. And he's our president. For real, that's no joke. But it was for entertainment purposes. I'm speculating. That was my opinion. Yeah. I know some of you don't want to hear that. Not everyone can go on strike and not show up for work, for example. Not everyone can do that. But you do what you can. It starts with putting what the thoughts in your head are, we the people, our collective consciousness of we the people will be able to turn the tables on narcissism in the White House, all of them, and the Congress critters that enabled him all this time. They're saying we have the strength. The whole globe is waiting on us. See, we've got the collective consciousness from a lot of people out in the world. They know that not all of us voted for that miscreant. They want him gone too. And all of them, the whole kit and caboodle, the whole gang, they all have got to go to jail. They know they're going to jail. They're on borrowed time. They're going to jail. The pendulum's going to swing back. They'll not be in power because of all of what he did. And there will be accountability so that the whole world gets off the hook. I told you video before yesterday, I think. Until he hurt us as a collective consciousness, it took him all this time, almost 10 years, but he finally did it. For the collective consciousness to get karma, karma has to let him hurt us painfully, so excruciatingly so. We're there. And even more will come, but that's what's going to buttress us getting out of this for the whole globe. This is Pluto returns. For 2.5 years, I was the only person over in YouTube land that every day did Pluto returns. Everything I said about this scoundrel and all of them came true. Those were 100% accurate readings every feckin' day on Auntie Grayrock, my first channel. Now I do the same thing here, using the tarot. They're going down. They're fighting amongst each other, blame twisting on each other. He's blaming all of them for ruining his presidency. They are ruining his. Oh, he's turning on him. He did this, and do we not remember this from the first time around? It's what he does. He's a malignant feckin' narcissist. I'm not a doctor. This is a tarot reading. It's for entertainment purposes. I'm speculating that he's a feckwit too. How about that? That was a joke. For entertainment purposes, a YouTube. Grow up, YouTube. Get a clue. It's a feckin' card reading. To the Republicans, it's an effing magic trick. to all of them. F you. F you. And you and you and you who did this to our country. A pox on all those. On all of them, starting the fish rots from the rotten comb over from the head down to the a-hole. That would be Stephen Miller and his little wife Katie. I'm pretty sure that Denmark told them to shove it up their poop chute. If you go on, you want to attack Greenland? I don't think you dare. They're triple dog daring him, so he won't do it because he's a chicken shit game show president. The Apprentice, the presidential chain gang. Little Pam, little Cash, little Stephen, little Katie. Well, some of you are experiencing deja vu. We've been through this all before, but in love, you've been you know that person's because you're having deja vu. You're having little fumes from a past life together where you were happy. So you're remembering that real good vibration. So you're inquiring about your current situation and how it's tied to a past life situation and how it relates to your soul work in the here and now. But you're about to change everything. Now your soul energy is so powerful. You're wielding some potent stuff there. I don't think you know how strong you are. I don't think you know. You're leveling up. Some of you, it's just you and your own skin. Sacred union. You're benefiting from it. And then some. Your communication skills are chef's kiss. Two of. Yeah, you have a decision. You have a choice to make soon. You don't dilly-dally. You think it through for rising, and you open a huge energy shift in a new way behind a new beginning. Nine of Pentacles reversed. Leveling, it's reversed, but you're leveling up in a new way. And this is you detaching from your toxic. Get rid of those fake fair weather friends. They're not productive to the connection. They've got to go. I know it's hard. Some of these are family. You've known them forever. Definitely in the future. You trust the answers you found within yourself. You appreciate how the presence of love is real. By honoring your higher self's need to have your best interest at heart first. Strangely lonely, you have room to interact and engage with loving others, and you do it very well. You're very skilled. When you flirt, oh my goodness. It's so exhilarating. You do not care. Yeah, you flirt with that per they do not care what the future holds, as long as we're gonna go make some whoopee. Whoopee. And we're gonna be pleased about it, because that's an end to sexual frustration for both of you. Was it good for you? Yes, well, it was good for me. It was good for me. Holding your own, waving that magic wand around at least once a week. Six of Pentacles again. An end of sexual frustration. Well, grown-ups here on this channel, you're not supposed to have your children in here, because I tell off-color jokes and stuff that they are not going to understand. One of you's dealing with a major bish. This could be, no gender interrupt. This could be a man that's being really, really major, whiny little bish. Oh, this is a female and she's being a whiny little bish. Again, you're holding on way too tight to being nice to people that don't deserve for you to show them grace even. You just do you, ignore them, set boundaries with them, maintain those boundaries, and go about your way. Because you're not doing these weird mind games anymore. You tell them, I'm bored. You're boring me. Nothing will stop them quicker than you telling them to their face that they are a boring boy or girl. I'm bored. You're boring me. The same old crap, same old shit, different day. It's 2026. I'm not doing it. In the place of hope. Take on this morning with passion, with conviction. You are connected. Love and self-truth available to you wherever you go. Going inward's great. You go inward to connect and to meditate on supporting your higher self. And you find even more of your own soul's truth and wisdom that you can live by. You love this new identity, this new way that you are. In the new ways you're doing lots of things on all levels differently. Look at that. Because you're showing up for yourself. You recognize you're showing up for yourself. This is your self-talk. Look at how you talk to yourself. Look at how you relate to yourself. You never had time. You're too busy relating to other people, fixing other people. Seven of Swords. You're almost completely done. You've only got those two other little... But you almost got the whole kit and caboodle accomplished. Something accomplished. Yeah, you graduate. You get those other two bits. And then you graduate. And you get a yield from all. You made sure you conditioned the soil with nutrients. You work the soil first to get big rocks and crap out of there and debris. You plotted out every bed. You planted the seed. You cultivated it. You weeded it. And now you've got a yield from your hard work paying off. And you're real calm about it. This is you enjoying work. It's not a chore. You enjoyed it. Getting reward from it. When you were doing it the other way and just burning yourself out, you weren't getting justice. Now you are getting justice in a new way. It's a time for you to celebrate yourself and your spirit. Unfurling. Love yourself shamelessly, unconditionally. No preconditioned warts and all. Magnetize your soul. What do those around, collective? Think of you, collective. They know you love every aspect of your body because you are taking care of yourself. You emerge as someone who has a creative dream or vision of how you would like all of your environments to be. You stop relying on others for comfort. You know what you don't want in life. And you deserve new parts of yourself to explore and to grow, a sense of joy and personal fulfillment. And all of that's tied to your intuition, your gut. And you're not ignoring it. Who knew? What's it doing? Six of Swords. Some of you traveling. Literally. You've been needing to move or to get to a new location. Finally, you do. You get off that desert island. You were trapped on Gilligan. Either in your own skin, very content, or you have attracted in the love that you deserve in all of your relationships, platonic, but especially a romantic one. It's a crazy little thing called love. Crazy little thing called love. You've been through so much, and now you're coming through to the other side again. Enjoy. I don't think you give yourself enough credit. Maybe you don't realize. You have to realize all of showing up for yourself has paid off. Look at all the growth. Fertility, prosperity. You defeating your butt nuts. And you smiling about it. You're a smart aleck, Knight of Swords. Your communication, taking action on your communication. Not like you threaten people, but say what I mean and mean what I say, then you take action on it and you produce. Please don't lose hope. Don't. Don't you do it. I love this one. It reminds me of Wicked. Heart's desire. The circle is full. All contradictions and opposites still come and flow together and connect at the center because you alchemize it. Something toxic ends. It's an important end. And there's a new start for you that's real. You really enjoy it. You really get a sense that you really are free. You really did it. You're liberated. You're healed. Ships coming in. They thought that they could steal your blessings. They thought that they could swap destinies. No. You have to be adept. Nobody's that adept. We're humans in the 21st feckin' century. Hello. Boundaries. That sword, your tacky people stuck 10 swords in you. Last sword you had to pull out of your own back. You almost didn't make it, but no one came in to help you heal that. So you carry that sword to remind yourself you're not going to get in, not with that person especially, but no other person. I set the boundaries and protect your heart, your soul from being harmed. Never again. Never again. Never again. You've healed all that. And this is unrequited love for some of you. You're going to learn that someone loves you. Someone finally says, okay, I can't stand it. Even if you reject me, I'll have to suck it up because I guess you won't want to be with me. And that's why they're unrequited. They're afraid you're going to say no. This isn't your toxic person. This is a keeper. This is a nice one. Important end and a new beginning. You are meant to be in this new beginning. Probably means this new person is the one you are meant to be with. If that's what you want, I'm not going to force you. You are an eternal flame. Fire, fire, warm desire. Your light grows brighter, brighter still. You feel light more often every single day. So, some of you space clearing ritual work. Yeah. Smudge. Burn sage. Clean closets. Get rid of that which doesn't serve you. Magical space clearing time. Won't take very long for you to make the vibration, the feng shui, where you take action. Everybody benefits when you do this. When you show up for yourself and you healed yourself, you're healing the entire collective consciousness. You're embellishing upon your life and making it prettier. You're never going to let your toxic butt nuts lead you out into the cold. You're not that person they can lead out into the cold and bamboozle anymore. And you close down that cycle because you needed to for your own sake, your own mental health. And you're happy you made that choice. You did the right thing. You're getting what you deserve from the universe. Good ideas in areas that are mature. You expand upon all of that ambition in a balanced, centered, grounded way in Sagittarius. And you have the balls to do it. Actually do it for real. In Leo. I'm going to tap into the angelic realm. Okay. And he saved them from the hand of him that hated them, and redeemed them from the hand of the enemy. Okay, that is, you all gave some of your spirit team, your holy guardian angels, angels and ancestors, your shadow team, permission to go and have a talking to your squirrely butt nut. Because you're their last hope here. Your ancestors gnashing their teeth and haunting them at night, saying, if you do not stop doing stuff to Collective, who is an earth angel, quit messing with the Most Highest anointed one, and that is your Collective, that you've been told, we have permission to tell you what you do is not a good thing. To save them from the hand of him that hated them. I told you in the very beginning during the blessings, some of you, your bully's going up against a bigger, meaner bully that's kicking their butt, is literally knocking the chicken soup out of them, terrorizing them, threatening them. And redeemed them from the hand of the enemy. In Bible speak, the enemy is, they're being told to leave you alone, or they're going to be going technically straight to the devil. Got it? The enemy. This is like they're being given this one last chance through your spirit team. Your angels and ancestors are warning them to save them from the hand of him that hated them. Again, that's the devil. God already said he hears them praying. He hears them praying, but he's not listening because their hearts aren't in alignment. He's letting the devil himself. But first, your angels and ancestors are warning them when they go and put their little stinky pointy head down to go to sleep. There are your ancestors around them saying, we're your last chance here. Collective is your last chance. You're being warned. Leave Collective alone, or you're going to be turned over to the devil himself. Whatever your tacky toxic people, whatever they fear as that fear of the unknown vibration, maybe they do believe in the devil. You know, got it? So, you think you know the story of Thumbelina. A woman wishes to have a child. So she asks an indigo fairy for her help, and then receives it in the form of barley corn. They don't have corn in America, the corn that we eat, corn on the cob. They didn't have that in England. The Native Americans taught the English Puritans how to grow corn. They only had barley corn to make booze. You can make soup too, but let's be clear, they made booze out of it. They were Puritans. She pays the fairy with silver, so she deals honorably with the indigo fairy. She plants the barley corn. You can plant barley corn. You'll get barley that we put into, it's not real corn. A massive, gorgeous flower grows. That's not what it looks like. And she is so overwhelmed by the beauty that she kisses that flower. Just compelled to kiss that flower. The petals unfurled, and within lies her teeny antsy daughter, scarcely as long as her mother's thumb. So she was named Thumbelina, and was given a walnut shell for her bed. Now, since she has a beautiful singing voice, she sings and sings and sings and sings. Then she's stolen by a toad. Now then, on my channel, I educate you or give you information about narcissism. It's almost as if, okay, she is an empath. This is actually, she's an empath, Thumbelina. And they seek out an empath because that's the most delicious supply, and to have possess and control over such a delicate, rare, that it makes the mole look good. That's what narcissists do. That's for educational purposes. That unfortunately, a lot of victims of narcissistic abuse will, once they get away from one, the next one they go to, the one after that, at least the next 5 relationships, either platonic or romantic especially, you'll attract. It's just some weird thing. You're running on fumes that they think that they're going to be able to, they might not even know about your narcissist, that on some reason they're in competition to. They know that there's a vacuum there to fill. So you need to know it's not remarkable that you will attract friends. Usually it'll be just friends first, and then you think, oh, okay, well, this is real. No. You'll recognize, oh, I've been down this path before. This is and sure enough, and you start to worry, is it me? Nope. It's them. They're attracted to your light. They're attracted to your light. That's all it is. But the 6th or 7th or 8th one, you'll get the love you deserve. Because once you recognize that, for some reason, I set up or baked into my manifestation that I'm just going to keep drawing in toxicity until you in your thoughts say, no, I'm not. It stops here. It stops here. You recognize it, then that's bliss on the inside as it is within. Let it be without. You stop attracting in narcissists. Narcissistic, opportunistic, exploitive, catfishermen. She was stolen by a toad who wants her, or the toad's son, to be her son, the toad's son's tiny bride. You will also attract in a narcissist from a narcissistic family dynamic. You'll be able to see it and go, ooh, I dodged a bullet. Maybe I'll do better next time. You'll get just so far next time too. Not very far into it because you recognize it. Then you start to repel it. You've learned. You're not going to let the one you got away from, you're not going to let anyone else do that to you again. You can't unsee it. And you can't fool yourself or gaslight yourself or kid yourself. She is received very well by a school of fishes. She makes friends with a little silvery minnows who are indigenous to New Mexico, and off streams and river, the Rio Grande. So the silvery minnows who feel sorry for her to get her back to her true family. See, she's being isolated from her original family and friends, which is what narcissists do. And then she ties her apron strings to a butterfly. That's transformation. And then she enters the element of air, becoming her own person, showing up for Thumbelina, showing up for herself. Then she inevitably moves in with a dormouse who introduces her to a mole. What did I just say? Dormouse was fine. Here, I will disease to please you, Thumbelina. I'm going to introduce you to a mole who also wishes to marry her. What did I just say? She just got rid of one narcissist and had to transform herself and go no contact with a butterfly to get away. And she moves in with what she thinks is safe, and then another one to fill, so that a vacuum. She gets another narcissist. The mole discards friendships with a bird. She likes the bird, and upon finding the bird frozen, he pushes it aside. He belittles it for the bird's failure to stay alive. Yeah, the mole's a feckin' narcissist. I'm not a doctor, but it's a character in a feckin' book, YouTube. And it's a tarot card reading, so it's for entertainment purposes. But Thumbelina carries flowers to the bird, and she sings songs to it. She listens and hears its heartbeat, very faint. So she goes from being powerless and homeless to becoming strong enough to bring a soul back to life by singing. For this, she's rewarded with friendship, with a home, and with her true family. For she finds the wee, tiny, and small, when we are wee, tiny, and small, that she can live with the fairies. She's the perfect size to live in the fairy realm. They're wee, tiny, and small. But first, she's discovered so much about herself and her love of the natural world. And then there's her love for all of the wild creatures. This is a tale of empowerment, finding your own way in spite of toxicity, and making your friendships and relationships thrive. You learn even more ways to take care of yourself. You enjoying it, being very nice to yourself, to choose yourself for yourself and not lose your heart along the way. I know I'm so proud of you. I've no idea what we did. Oh, let's take a look, shall we? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, y'all make me so damn happy. I thank you for helping me grow this channel. I thank you for creating a magical space with me this morning. This was fun. This was mighty fun. I thank you for sharing this incredibly childlike but beautiful. The energy is abundant. We do all of this for posterity. But I love this magical, sensual, pleasurable, expansive, ever-growing, never-ending story that we are, this fairy tale that we keep adding to. Sometimes we're serious when I have to talk to you about, educate you about narcissism. But the rest of it, we are very playful. I love this. It's miraculous to me. Thank you so much for growing with me in this magnificent, magical space. And I absolutely cannot wait to do it all again in the next reading. I love you guys so much. And I am so grateful for you. So I want you to go out there and have a really great day. Peace out.